Hi, welcome to channel Bike Ma 2024 RAAW Madonna V3. The original Madonna was RAAW's first model, built to be an enduro race bike with an emphasis on reliability and serviceability over aesthetic frills. And the new Madonna V3 carries on that tradition. It's an aluminum frame with straight tubes, big bearings, and a clear focus on being easy to live with day in and day out. While it looks a lot like the earlier iterations of the Madonna, the new one gets updated geometry, a new XXL size, refined suspension kinematics, and a whole lot more. Let's check it out, the frame. The new Madonna V3 doesn't look all that different from the version 2.2 that it replaces at first glance, but a lot of the details have been tweaked. It's still offered in aluminum only and uses a horse-link layout with a vertically oriented shock to produce its 160 mm of rear-wheel travel. As RAAW puts it, there isn't much design forced on the Madonna V3. It's a simple, purposeful-looking bike, and it's clear that RAAW was more interested in making the bike work the way they wanted than getting wild with the industrial design. One of the more interesting features of the Madonna is that RAAW offers two different rocker links for the bike, which use different shock strokes to get the same 160 mm of travel. The higher leverage 60 mm stroke combination is intended for riders under 90 kg, while the 65 mm stroke setup is meant for folks over that threshold. It's not a new idea for RAAW, the prior generation Madonna used the same arrangement, but it's an interesting idea to better tune the suspension kinematics to a given rider's weight. RAAW doesn't publish full kinematic data for the Madonna, but says that it's got 26% total progression in the default setting. More on that in a minute, and that the leverage curve has been made as straight as possible, with a particular eye to increasing initial sensitivity early in the stroke. The Madonna V3 also features a great deal of frame adjustability, with swappable lower shock mounts, shared with RAAW's RAAW bike, that can toggle the bottom bracket height up or down by 3 mm. The biggest change to the Madonna's geometry is the addition of a new XXL size, the version 2.2 topped out at an XL. The reach on the four smaller sizes is unchanged. The XXL comes in at 530 mm. The head tube angle has been slackened by half a degree, to 64 degrees. And the chainstay lengths have grown by 5 mm. The middle chainstay setting on the small and medium frames is now 445 mm, the large comes in at 450 mm, and the XL and XXL get 455 mm stays, with plus 5 mm of adjustment available if you forego the UDH seatstay option in favor of the adjustable stock seatstay. The stack heights on the Madonna are notably tall, between the longer-than-average head tube lengths and fairly low bottom bracket. I'm personally into that decision. I've been gravitating toward taller front-end setups in recent years as geometry has evolved, longer dropper posts have become more commonplace, and so on. That said, folks who prefer a low front end might struggle to make that happen on the Madonna. Overall, the geometry looks well thought out, with a nice window of adjustability to dial things in.